Most people would love to see their money grow while making wise choices for investing and spending, but maybe they lack a good plan to stretch it into the future. SchoolsFirst Federal Credit Union offers services and tools to help people understand why it is important to plan ahead. Financial advisor Jeremy Hill joins us for SchoolsFirst Financial Wellness Wednesdays. He's going to provide his professional insight about the benefits of working with a financial advisor. Hello there.
Hi, Aubrey. Thank you for having me.
Well, good morning, and let's talk about this because, when it comes to money, of course, people want more of it or figure out ways to use it better, be a little bit more wiser. So financial planning can play a big, important role in that.
Absolutely. And it's extremely important because it can help you retire comfortably and maintain your lifestyle when you get to retirement. It can help you identify objectives, clarify goals, and run what-if scenarios. A lot of the clients that I work with, they tell me that it helps them reduce stress and anxiety as well. And in today's day, we could all use that.
So how is retirement planning for the future when it comes to how you handle your money? How's that different from how people do it today versus, the days in the past?
Yeah, I think overall, the fundamentals are the same: work, save, and retire. However, some of the challenges today are extremely different. And here are a couple examples. Number one is longevity, right? People are living longer. A quick example of that is one person in a 5-year-old couple today has a 50-50 chance of living till age 93. And so if you're living longer, you need your money to last longer. Mm-hmm. The second one is inflation. With the stock market at an all-time high and interest rates at an all-time low, it's harder than ever to identify ways to keep up with inflation in today's environment. And finally, retirement income. Quite simply, retirees approach retirement in the past. Most of them had a pension plan. And today, most of them don't. So you have to find out ways to turn your retirement assets into income by taking distributions and hoping they don't run out.
Well, who should be working with a financial advisor to address some of these challenges? Because I think a lot of people will be like, I don't make enough money, or, I'm nowhere near being able to save. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I just say that, working with a financial advisor will help you get a plan in place, and that should give you a better chance of addressing these types of challenges that we were talking about. A financial advisor can make product solution recommendations for you. I can only speak for myself, but at CUNA Brokerage Services, we have a lot of different options. However, it's really important that you talk to a financial advisor to make sure that product recommendation is specific for you and that those recommendations are suitable and in your best interest.
So what should people be looking for in a financial advisor, and what can they expect when they go to talk with one to start a plan?
Yeah, I would look for somebody that you can trust and get along with. I would also look for somebody that can add value to your situation. And finally, if it were me, I would want to work with somebody that's fully licensed and that has a track record of helping people. So FINRA is the regulatory body of the financial services industry. They have a public website that you can go look at to check the credentials, the licensing credentials and track record of the financial advisor that you're interested in working with. Not sure if you have the visual there, but it's brokercheck.finra.org.
Okay.
And that's a public website that you can look at.
Great. And then once you maybe meet with an advisor that you want to come up with this plan with, can they help you beyond just the money matters?
Yeah, I think most people would agree that most financial advisors are good at helping you grow your money. However, that's just part of it. An analogy that I use with a lot of my clients living here in Northern California is me and my family love going to Lake Tahoe. And, I think there's a really good analogy there. A long time ago, one of the locals asked us, when's the next time you're coming up the hill? That's the first time I heard that analogy. I thought that was interesting because it's a mountain, right? However, it's a great analogy for financial planning because as you're climbing this mountain, you're growing your financial assets and saving for retirement. And the goal of climbing the mountain, of course, is to reach the summit. And the summit is retirement. And once you reach the summit, it's a beautiful day up in Lake Tahoe. The sun's shining and the birds are chirping.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But then you realize that you have to get down. And that's, of course, taking distributions out of your retirement accounts.
All right,
So
well,
working
this
with the
is
financial.
great advice, Jeremy. And if you want more info on financial resources and services, you can visit SchoolsFirstFCU.org.